What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. We're going to jump into episode 2 of season 2 of The Sopranos. I'm loving it. So far. First episode was great. They didn't really set up anything for the season. It was really just an update. You know what I'm saying, as to what's going on. Didn't really slide anything in there to just kind of like set up, like let us know what is going on currently in pretty much all the characters' lives and stuff like that. And they brought 2 new characters into the show, which is Tony's 2 sisters. So I'm looking forward to that. Of course, all the old people, we got to see everybody in the first episode that we've come to know and love about the series. We got to see Junior, not too much of Junior, but just him, a montage of him in jail. Basically, not too much of him, but he was mentioned during the episode as well. Pussy is back. Of course, Paulie and the one and only. You know what I'm saying? The actor extraordinaire of portraying these Godfather impressions. Somebody asked me during my watch of last season. Somebody did ask. Like they said that they're surprised that I've never seen The Godfather. Now, I will say this: I've never seen The Godfather in full. That's what I will say, because the movies are so damn long. I've never really took the time to actually sit down and watch the Godfather series. I pretty much know certain things about the show though. I know that the original Godfather, I know he dies at the end of the first Godfather movie. I don't know what happens in part 2, because part 2 is so. I think I remember starting to watch part 2 and never got to the end. You know what I'm saying? I know his son takes over. I know Al Pacino is in part 2. I know, what's his name? Garcia. Is it Andy Garcia? Is his name? I think that's his name. Andy Garcia. I know he's in part 2. I don't know who else. I can't remember any other like famous actors that were in part 2. Like I know that. Never watched part 3 at all. A lot of people say part 3 is the worst one. So that's my history with. Maybe one day I'll do those movies. I don't know if I'll do them on this channel, because I'm actually thinking about starting a new channel that I just do movies on, because I think there's certain things that is hurting me in the algorithm, whether I do them on this channel, on the original channel, or the backup channel. I think that I just want to keep things a little bit more niched on what I do and what I react to. I know it might seem a bit of a stretch for me to do that and to be, starting over with a new channel for doing movies, but I think it would benefit the channel a lot if you guys would be able to go somewhere else and watch the movies if you are interested in that. Because a lot of people, I've had people say you shouldn't do this on the channel, or you shouldn't do this on the channel. I know it is my channel, I can do whatever I want, but at the same time, it would be better that way, to know that people would only come to that specific channel to see me watch movies. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, I can do those things now because I have a faster computer. I can get a lot of things. I can get a lot more things done in a short amount of time, and I can upload, re-upload, take down, re-upload. I can do that stuff very quickly, so I'm not worried too much about how much time it would take to do that, because YouTube would keep blocking it. I'm kind of looking right now at certain channels and how they do movies and stuff like that, and kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do movies later on, whether I decide to do them on the current channel or whether I decide to do them outside of, on a different channel. So we're going to jump into episode 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself. I will remind you guys that if you are watching this on the original channel, you will not get notifications for when these episodes drop. So please, in the description, there's a link to the backup channel, Terabyt Reacts and Gaming, where you can go and watch these. And make sure you turn on notification as well as subscribe, okay? So you will always have, if you want to watch all of season 2, it's already up on early access. You can access that through the original channel. So if you are watching on Terabyt Reacts and Gaming, the link is down in the description. It's only $2 a month to get early access to all the reactions for season 2 by the time you're seeing this video. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Let's jump into episode 2, and I will see you guys at the end for the review.
Three fucking weeks it takes you to put me on your visitors list?
Just be careful. These motherless fucks listen to everything.
My nephew's visiting his uncle. Who loves him?
I got nothing to say to you.
So many tragedies and near tragedies to those close to you, huh?
Don't be so fucking smart. Things could have gone the other way, my little nephew.
Yeah, but they didn't. Now, what's all this shit I'm hearing about your heart?
This problem you and me had, I want you to know your mother had nothing to do with it.
She's dead to me.
She's a sick woman. She don't have all our marbles.
Who the fuck are you kidding? It's killing you that people are talking. That an old woman made an asshole out of you.
Not half so bad as certain rumors floating around this place about you. How Tony Soprano likes to fluff up his mother's pillow so she can get a nice long sleep.
Who said that?
You want to make all this nonsense disappear? Make peace with her. It'll look like no bad blood. It'll be good for all of us.
No fucking way. We told that fat fuck Bacala. Tell him to come out from his mouse hole. I want to see him tomorrow.
What for?
Hey, man. I'm going to visit she whose name may not be uttered. Want to come?
Grandma? I mean, like now? Wow, I really like to, but I gotta study my French. Stupid verbs.
No biggie.
Hey, I want to talk to you. What the fuck were you doing with that real estate sign?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to talk to you about that.
I'm selling Ma's house. You understand, Janice? I put that fucking sign back in the fucking ground, and that's it. End of discussion. Period.
You're so left-brained. Whether the sign's there or not, the house is still for sale. The agent still has the listing.
Yeah? And what was the sign doing in the back seat of your car? And don't try to deny it.
Because I'm trying to save a little money. Is that all right? Do you remember Kathy Fiola? She was in my class at Sacred Heart with the birthmark.
What about her?
She's in real estate now. She said she'd only charge a 3% commission. That's half Tony, all right? Thousands of dollars. I mean, it may not mean anything to you, but maybe Ma could use it.
Yeah? Fuck her. The next time you disappear for a week, take that piece of shit and park it in a fucking street. This isn't a fucking hotel.
Well, I can't believe it. It's my daughter from California.
It's Seattle, Ma.
Would you like some of my tapioca?
Good morning.
Mwah. Oh, you reek of cigarettes. Oh.
Look at you. All dressed, out of bed.
You see my hand? It's all black and blue from where they suck in the needle.
That's how you get better.
You don't care. You weren't here 5 minutes.
I had to go to the city for a few days. I'm pitching my self-help video. Lady Kerouac, or packing for the highway to a woman's self-esteem.
You could never stand it here. You could never stand yourself. And that's why you ran away.
Let's not go there today, Ma.
You think it was easy for me? You don't know the kind of man your father was.
What do you mean?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what I went through.
What about Daddy?
One thing I could tell you, it would kill him to see me now.
Oh, God.
Here's your ice cream, Mrs. S. Then we can take our walk.
Leave me alone, please. Open the window and just push me out. I can't take this anymore.
Mrs. Soprano, what's wrong? What happened?
She just started crying.
I know why you're here. You gonna fool me for a second. You're here because you want to take my house.
Ma.
You don't know what goes through this mind of mine.
Well, that's for fucking sure.
Someday, I hope you have children of your own, and they treat you like this. I gave my life to my children on a silver platter.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yo.
Talk to me.
You're late. Bobby Baccialieri, the last man standing.
I don't want to say nothing, Tony.
You don't want to get yourself in trouble.
A lot of funerals in your corner of the world, huh, Bobby? Fucking our boost. What'd you have to do, refinance your house? Don't look at the floor, Bobby. Look at me. I want you to talk to that bald cocksucker who calls himself my father's brother. Tell him I'm gonna let him keep on earning. Subsistence level. He'll be able to pay his defense lawyers.
Alrighty, let me say for him. Thank you.
Now, Bobby, you're gonna hear some high-end shit. And A, I hope you can understand it. And B, I hope you keep it between this room and Junior. Because if you don't, I promise you, they're gonna find pieces of you in 8 different dumpsters.
I inherited Junior. I don't think you got reason to talk to me this way. I always liked you.
Bullshit. But we'll assume you do now. You tell my uncle that he gets to keep 5%. 5% of his shy, his sports betting. Same with the coke. The Joint Fitters Union, it's all his. Okay? Now, Bobby, listen, this is very important. He also gets to keep his stripes. As far as the feds are concerned, they got the boss of the family in jail, awaiting trial. Even if they hear different, it creates confusion.
Got it.
Now, as far as the rest of everything that Junior owned, it's now mine.
I'll get this to him, Tony.
That's it.
To the victor belongs the spoils.
Why don't you get the fuck out of here before I shove your quotations book up your fat fucking ass?
Why would he stop to say that?
My back don't feel one iota different. Doctor said it'll take a couple of days for the steroids to kick in. I gotta get my jacuzzi.
Too much stress in your life, Sal. Tony doesn't know you're back yet, does he?
Jesus Christ, no. I didn't go see him yet. You guys are all alike.
Hey, you've seen guys drag their dicks before, Sal. Take advantage of the government's generosity. Playing both ends against the middle.
Bryce, will you give me a window over here? Tony already thinks maybe I flipped. I gotta be careful.
Jimmy Altieri ate the pill for you. Any suspicion about being an informant went to the grave with Jimmy Altieri.
Yeah. And I know Tony 30 years, not this.
Spare me, okay? You've been on our tits since 98. Fucking chauffeur service to and from the doctor that we had to find for you. We're gonna let you back on the streets and earn. We want results. This fuck tried to suffocate his own mother, Sal. Huh?
Disgraziata.
His own uncle wanted him whacked. You said so yourself. T's been shitting on you for years.
I know what I said.
Plus, he's been crying to a shrink twice a week. You don't know this man dick. So don't sit there and tell me you're gonna take a bullet for some yuppie who thinks you're his errand boy.
Your Honor, this man should not be removed from custody for medical reasons. And every time we get one of these elder mafiosos incarcerated, we get the same bag of tricks.
Your Honor, I take offense at the characterization of my client as a mafioso. Mr. Soprano has not been found guilty of anything. He's awaiting trial for alleged offenses.
Noted.
And with all due respect to the state's medical facilities, in his condition, Mr. Soprano has every right to pursue the best possible medical care that he can afford.
Mr. Soprano is suffering from a very benign illness, a few clogged arteries, Your Honor.
I'm leaning towards releasing this man from lockup, unless you can demonstrate a serious flight risk. Mr. Soprano, if I approve this, you will be under what is called house arrest. You understand this concept?
Not really.
It means that you must remain in your primary residence and cannot leave, except for doctor's appointments, food shopping.
Your Honor, the government asks for an electronic bracelet.
Your Honor, While we certainly agree to house arrest, we are asking that Mr. Soprano not be further persecuted for yet to be proven allegations. He shows no prior arrest since 1968. He pays his taxes, and he's a veteran of the Second World War.
Mr. Soprano, do you have any problem with wearing an electronic bracelet?
It sounds like Nazi Germany to me.
Obviously, you need a history lesson, sir.
I don't think that you and I, should let our shared sorrow or biases enter into this, Judge.
He's wearing a bracelet to avoid any risk of flight.
What's on your mind?
How'd you swing this?
It's Dr. Shrek. He's Monty Shrek's kid.
Monty the bookie's son? He's a cardiologist. It's not bad.
Law says feds can't bug your doctor's office. Lets me use this place whenever I need to conduct business.
So you heard about Masseron Construction?
Bacala's taking care of it. The joint fitters know he speaks for me.
It's got to go 60-40 my way.
Did you do what I asked?
What'd you ask me to do?
You know, make peace.
Hey, you listen. That's enough with that shit. That woman is dead to me. You let it go.
Why the fuck should I? She's my brother's wife. She doesn't realize what she says half the time.
Let's put our cards on the table here. I heard your radio debut on those tapes the feds made at Green Grove. So she doesn't know what she's saying half the time. Well, which half did you listen to? The half that doesn't make any sense, or the half that we both know played you like a fucking child?
Nobody played me. She didn't know that she was setting you up to get popped.
She
That's
didn't
right.
know.
Your uncle isn't as dumb as you think. You, that miserable fuck Altieri, a rat bastard, all of my capos meeting behind my back.
Now, you let sleeping dogs lie, okay? I have my reasons.
I'll tell you one dog you left still barking, that fucking Freddie Capuano. That motherless, money-grubbing little son of a bitch that runs that...
The guy who owns Green Grove, retirement community?
He's like an old fucking lady. He's been going around telling Soprano business to anybody who'll listen. He's the one that's been saying that shit about you trying to whack your mother. Even implied that me and her... Pooh, that hairpiece motherfucker.
Talking about the dude that was just talking to pussy. It's gotta be him.
Did you see me on TV?
You on TV? What show?
Evening News.
Oh, yeah, there. What about it?
How'd I look? Be honest.
You look, you know, like you. You look good.
I didn't like the way I looked. Maybe I should get new frames. What do you think?
What's wrong with that?
How much those frames set you back?
Insurance pays. I never see the bill.
Nice country.
I got cataracts.
My father told me never get old. Should have listened to him. A Chinaman goes to see the eye doctor. After the exam, the doctor says, I know why you're having trouble. Chinaman says, why? Doctor says, you have a cataract. Chinaman says, no, I have a Rincon Continental. You don't get it?
I get it. I get it, but it's such a dumb joke. I'm laughing at it because it's such a dumb joke. It's like, because the Chinaman thinks that the doctor is saying he has a Cadillac. That's why he responds with, I got a Lincoln Continental, or a Rincon Continental, as Junior says. But it's such a dumb joke. Like, who would laugh at that? It's such a corny joke. Making fun of the accent.
Who drives a Lincoln? Why?
It's not funny, dude. I'm laughing because nobody laughed at the joke. Or the supposed joke. My nigga, for real?
Excuse me, where's the men's room?
Through the doors to the left.
That stomach don't even
I think
look
it's time for you
real,
to
bro.
start to seriously consider salads.
I know, Jesus.
What do I mean? I mean, get off my car before you flip it over, you fat fuck.
Junior wants to know when.
Tomorrow morning. We're short a couple of guys, so make sure you're there. Consider it exercise.
I mean, I have a stomach, but
Oh,
it's...
fuck. You should look in the mirror sometime, you insensitive cocksucker.
I missed the fireflies out west.
That's why I moved out here.
I forgot that in New York you have to parallel park
A
to
little bit of nature.
pass. I mean, they're in Jersey, so it might be very similar.
Listen, when you were in Seattle, you ever drive by Jimi Hendrix's house?
Mm-mm. You know, Tony, I know it's not your favorite subject, but we had some really great news about Ma at the hospital today. Her rehab therapist says she's making tremendous strides, and it's not going to be long before they release her.
How can she make tremendous strides when there's nothing wrong with her in the first place?
It's called face-saving therapy. The patient has to believe that they're getting therapy. Believe me, Medicare is not going to pay for it if it's not as necessary as real, would they?
The taxpayer foots the bill.
It's not much longer now. But she's going to need a place to stay.
She's out in the street.
Damn.
Tony, it is her house.
Dead people don't have houses.
Daddy bought that house.
Tell you what. Take her back to Green Grove.
What, the nursing home?
It's a retirement community.
You know I don't have that kind of money. Fuck you.
Bobby swung one time, tired, bruh.
Antonelli, dead at age 73 of heart failure.
Mm. So, Ma, you're going to be getting out of here soon. Want to go home?
Home?
Back to the house?
My house?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think so. I'll go back to the other place.
To the nursing home? No. No, Ma. That's for people who don't have anybody to look after them.
Oh, it's not that bad. And they give you fresh towels every day.
Barbara said you hated it.
But it's too much trouble.
No, Ma, you can't go back there.
Why not?
Because it's dangerous there.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so...
The owner is missing. Mr. Capiano, they suspect foul play. Yeah. Ma, you okay? Nurse! Nurse, it's my mother.
What is it? What's the matter? Are you okay, Mrs. Soprano?
Oh.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, my God.
Breathe.
Why do they make cookies that way?
Oh, you scare me, Ma.
Oh, would you just stop it? Stop it. Just give me a minute. Go. Stop hovering. Go. Oh.
Perhaps this is a good time to talk about this. There's no emergency provision for your mother on file. I tried to talk to her about a DNR, and she got very agitated.
DNR?
Do not
No,
resuscitate.
yeah.
It's to save the family a lot of anguish and decisions at a difficult time, when there is no quality of life.
Janice, where are my glasses? I can't find the tissues. Janice?
All right, I'm sorry, Tony, but the hospital is gonna need a decision on this.
Auxiliary B, what the fuck?
If you're gonna have power of attorney, Tony, you're gonna have to act like one.
Who gives a fuck, DNR, no DNR?
Yeah. Okay, great. So then what happens when she goes into a coma and they have to keep her alive with tubes and machines because you won't sign a DNR?
What? When she becomes a vegetable, she's not gonna give a fuck about anything.
Deprive your mother of a place to live. To deprive me of my chance to make peace with my mother.
You know what, Janice? Take her. You can have her. The two of you in that house, you deserve each other. It'd be worth it just to watch. Be like whatever happened to baby Janice over there. I'll give you your fucking DNR.
Guess what, Ma? Got great news. Tony's not gonna sell the house. And when you get released...
God damn, woman. Why is your teeth so brown?
Yeah.
Yo, yo.
Why?
That's smoking, man.
So you cannot
My God.
resuscitate me?
Second what?
Oh, I've seen that movie with Richard Widmark.
Movie, Ma?
Oh, Mrs. Soprano.
No, take this one. Yeah, she gets her ballet shoes, she sells them, and she takes the money to Newark, and she buys amphetamines.
She was a child then. I think you should go live with your daughter, Mrs. Soprano.
Well, I think I'm gonna leave all my money to you, honey.
What are you talking about? Money.
I've got to catch up on some charts.
Janice, what did I tell you last week? Where'd I put my money? You know, this is very important. No, I must have put it somewhere. Oh, come on, sit to me. No, you don't fool me. I know what you're thinking about.
My name's Janice. Janice, Ma. You named me.
It's something else you threw away of mine. Are you sure? I didn't tell you where I put that money.
Let's not worry about that. Let's just get you better. So you can go home and I can take good care of you. And if it's there, we'll find it.
What the hell is... Yo. She is having...
Hello?
Oh, you're home.
How dare you call here?
How dare you?
Because I know Johnny's at work.
Anthony. Your son, Anthony.
He harbors resentment against me. And to this day, I don't know what I did.
I'm hanging up.
I just want you to know, what pennies I have, I leave to the children. Your children and Barbara's children. I raised 3 children of my own. I did a pretty good job on 2.
They are all unhappy.
Sure, you listen to that Janice. Be very careful, because she's a real snake in the grass.
She has no work ethic. Why is that?
If anything happens to me... Hello? Hello?
I think Janice is trying to kill Livia, bro. But why? You just pass out?
Hey, you still here?
No fucking ambulance.
This nigga just passed out, bro.
I'll drive you, okay? Bacala will come.
Yeah, sure.
We'll all go.
Help me up.
Can you walk?
I think he broke his hip.
Oh, fuck you.
Take it easy.
Right, hold on a minute.
I'll be okay. Give me a minute to catch my breath. What are you doing?
Lifting you up.
Piggyback. Get the door.
Anthony, don't let me go to my grave with this guilt.
You listen to me, you old prick. You're not going anywhere.
Make things right with your mother, please.
I can imagine how embarrassing that is. All right, so that was episode episode 2 of the Sopranos season 2, man. I have missed this because it's been a couple of weeks since I've watched the show. So it's, as I said in episode 1, I didn't quite know what Janice was up to. I didn't want to prejudge her character too much because it could be that she's genuinely here for something, like she's genuinely here for her moms. But in this episode, they really went out there to tell us that Janice she has some ulterior motives here. So she wouldn't stop bugging Tony about the house, and Tony just said, you know what, you can have the house, you and her can go live together. You know what I'm saying? She's probably the closest image of who her mom is. They're kind of like the same. They think about themselves and kind of project a lot of false information, lies. You know what I'm saying? So she was really sitting down there imagining pushing her mom down the stairs or something like that. And I think that's probably why she wants to get her mom back to the house, because probably Livia did tell her where she has money hidden. I don't know. Or I don't know what it is. We don't have all the details yet. So I don't know if that's true or not, but definitely Livia called to warn, Carmela and them, like, yo, sister is, you know what I'm saying, Janice is a snake. Don't trust her about anything. So we'll see how that progresses. Junior, of course, falling in the bathtub. It seemed like he broke his hip. It's just crazy. I didn't expect the pastor to be on the take, but he was. So that kind of caught me off guard. I was like, wait a minute, is he working with Tony? Like, that was crazy. So they had a business arrangement to kind of like do this so that they can make some money on the side, I guess. So yeah, man. So they established some stuff. As I said, man, I don't know where Meadow went. They didn't give us an update on that. It seems kind of strange, but they'll say anything. Teenagers, they will say anything. Okay, they will say anything to get what they want. And trust me, I've been through it with my little sister. You can't, the only thing that you can do is talk till you're blue. You can't, and especially now that she's learned how to drive, she's got her license, she's gonna try to find ways to get you to leave the house and go drive and do all of this stuff. Like, it gets crazy, and Meadow was probably one of my favorite characters in season 1, and to see her doing this now, where she's, she was always a very honest little girl. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think she was extremely rude to her parents in season 1, and some things that they were uncalled for, I was like, that would never happen in my family, that's for sure. Certain things that she said, she was still like one of those kids that I was like, she's being very honest, she wants to know stuff, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to know. You know, I was saying that in season 1 that, you know, yes, you can want to know, but I can also tell you that it's none of your business. You're a child. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a child being curious. I'm not taking away your curiosity. I'm deciding not to tell you or to cure that curiosity, but there's nothing wrong with you being curious about what's going on or what your mom or your dad is into and all of that and stuff, because I the parents, still have the right to say to you, it's none of your business, mind your own. You know what I'm saying? So there's just certain things that I loved about her character. Now in season 2, they're kind of growing on that a little bit. So I will see where that takes us and what she's gonna get into during the season, you know. And also Anthony, of course, always the, you know, I don't know this, I don't know this, I don't know this. This is pretty much his character throughout the whole show, is like he doesn't know anything. He's like the character that's in the show that kind of gets forgotten sometimes, but at the same time he's like this character like he's still the innocent kid. You know what I'm saying? And I know right now that they're actually making a movie about I don't remember what it's called, but it's like it's something of another, I think it's something of Jersey, or I don't remember what it's called, but I did see the trailer for it, that the actual Tony's real life son is playing his son in the actual show. Or no, not his son, is going to be playing, is actually his son in real life. The actor that plays Tony, right? His son in real life is going to be playing a young Tony in the movie. So that's pretty cool. So that's actually pretty cool. So I'm definitely, once I catch up with the series, I'm going to be watching that movie, of course. I don't know when it comes out. I think it comes out soon, actually. I don't know if it's out or if it's not out yet. I haven't checked, but I'll definitely be doing that once I'm caught up with everything from The Sopranos, to see how that goes, or what it's all about. If it's just like a backstory of Tony, that would be cool. I don't know what it's going to be about. Maybe it's like a young Tony, you know, when he was just coming up and being in the mob and all that stuff. If it's just about that, then that's cool. I'll still be watching it. So yeah, man. It's crazy how some people just get wiped off into the show like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just off screen them. So that's pretty cool. So Junior is out of jail, man. He broke his hip. Livia is still, you know, trying to figure out stuff, what Janice is up to. This whole DNR thing is actually a real thing that people, you know, they can sign, or they can say, you know, if I die, do not try to bring me back. You get what I'm saying? It's a thing that is written in law if you agree to it and stuff like that. If somebody has power of attorney over you, you get what I'm saying? Like if they're in charge over you, and like if you go into a vegetative state, basically what happens is that if you have a DNR, right? If you have a DNR, the power of attorney can actually, if you're the one that signs it, like if I'm the one that's sick and I sign it, then the power of attorney has to honor that. They can't change it. But if it's the power of attorney that actually puts that into place, do not resuscitate for you, then they can decide if they want to do it or not. Like if they say, okay, try to bring my mom's back or whatever, then that's the case. But if I sign it before I go into that state, then they can't change that. The doctors have to honor that. Like they can't try to, because if I come back too, like say for instance, you resuscitate me and I come back, I could sue the hell out of the hospital. You get what I'm saying? I can sue them for bringing me back to life. Like, yeah, it's that serious. But in any case, guys, we're going to jump in. At least I'm going to jump into episode 3 right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying watching. I'll see you guys the next time for episode 3. Of course, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts, and I'm out. Peace.